Local 4 News is everywhere. Now, Local 4 News at 5:30.
We begin with a breaking story in East Point. Police say a man in a truck may have a pipe bomb.
So the courthouse at 9 Mile and Gratiot has been evacuated, and 9 Mile Road is shut down in the area right now. Neighboring businesses have been told to stay inside. And we have right now on the phone with us Inspector John Calabrese from the East Point Police. Inspector, what can you tell us about the situation at this hour?
Well, about 4 o'clock today, we had a gentleman who apparently located a device that appears to could be a pipe bomb in the area of 9 Mile and Kelly. He put it in his pickup truck and drove it here to the police station and parked outside of the court building.
So what is the situation now, Commander Kelly?
We have 9 Mile shut off, and we had the folks at the court building leave for the day, and we have the bomb squad on the way. They should be here shortly.
My guess is that's not exactly how you would suggest people bring these kinds of things to your attention, to put them in a truck and bring them to you.
No. We would prefer that they call us, and we can send the appropriate personnel to the scene to check. It's very dangerous to handle these types of items, and obviously we don't like bringing them where there's a lot of people.
All right. Any danger to anyone else outside of this?
No, we have the situation contained. There's no real danger to anyone now, and as soon as the state police get here, I'm sure they'll handle things fine.
Have you ever actually had a look at it yourself?
I have.
And what does it look like?
It's a short piece of pipe that, could be, it looks like something that could be a pipe bomb. It may or may not be. It may be nothing.
Pretty homemade, though.
It appears to be, yes.
Okay,
right.
and one more time before we leave you here, the roads that are shut down right now, you've got there in Roseville?
It's in East Point, and in the 9 Mile and Gratiot area, we have 9 Mile shut off east and westbound near Gratiot.
All right.
Calabrese, thanks very much, and we will hopefully have an update on this story a little bit later on as it's available to us. Thank you, Inspector.
You're welcome.
Meanwhile, a quick check on stories making news right now. An 18-year-old woman is being held accused in a stabbing that killed her 19-year-old boyfriend. Investigators are looking into the possibility of child abuse involving a 3-month-old Detroit baby. He remains in serious condition at this hour. He's at Children's Hospital with a head injury. And a stepbrother of Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick is apparently throwing the mayor's name around during an arrest. Ajahn Hassani Johnson was arrested Sunday for 3 outstanding traffic violations in Independence Township in Oakland County.
This is a developing story on a gas main break in Canton Township on Ford Road between Haggerty and Lily Roads. Ford Road is shut down, and utility crews are on the scene, as you see there. Apparently, a construction crew hit a gas line. No one was hurt. There are no evacuations at this hour, but it is unknown when Ford Road will be reopened to traffic.
I work for the media, and the racist media, that's right, it's racist. The free press is no different than the free press of 1863 or 19...
Adolf, that's way over.
No, wait.
That was part of the exchange between political consultant to the Detroit Mayor Adolf Mongo, M.L. Elric of the Detroit Free Press, and me on Sunday's Flashpoint. That was just one of quite a few contentious moments which led us to wondering about a pattern of comments from the mayor and his supporters.
You can tell it's an election year, but it first came up over a week ago, I should say. Then again on Flashpoint, racism and Detroit city politics.
It appears clear the mayoral campaign is going to involve a great deal of talk about race and racism. Some will say that's a good exchange of ideas. Others are going to call it playing the race card. Rod Maloney is live in the newsroom with the latest chapter on the subject, and that was a debate here at the Local 4 studios, Rod.
That's right, Devin. You know, basically we brought Adolf Mongo and Frank Beckman here from the WJR studios because we wanted to hear from both of them. They had been quite contentious with each other. Coming up, we're going to show you all about it.
Local 4 News is everywhere.
The Piston wives are in Miami to cheer their men to victory, but Ben Wallace's wife has something else besides the Eastern Conference Finals on her mind. And it's been the warning for years, stay out of the sun. But can a tan actually help fight cancer? That's next at 5:30.
Rescue 4. When Metro Detroit needs help with consumer problems, they turn to Local 4's route to the rescue. Call the Rescue 4 hotline at 223-CALL-4 or email us at ClickOnDetroit. For Your Children is brought to you by Children's Hospital of Michigan.
At Children's Hospital of Michigan, we know that giving children the freedom to behave like kids is sometimes the best medicine.
Whoa, guys, stop. Where are you going? You guys are looking pretty good. You must be feeling a lot better. Shim. Sham. Alakazam. All right, guys. Catch you later.
At Children's Hospital of Michigan, there's a superhero around every corner.
It's hot, hot, hot. We're at the #1 Honda dealership in Michigan, the all-new Victory Honda Plymouth. Hi, folks, I'm Austin, and this is Rock and Rick.
Austin, you said it. It's a tropical heat wave. These deals are so hot, you're going to get a suntan. We have over 800 Hondas, and you guessed it, all of them on the ground have been marked down for immediate delivery. Even the hard-to-find items like the #1 rated Honda Pilot, the 4-wheel drive vehicle with 3rd-row seating, we're doing 0 down leases, $299 a month. And remember, when we make that car deal, we'll pay off your current lease or loan no matter how much you owe.
Subway Restaurant's personal pizza, awesome.
Now there's new personal pizza from Subway Restaurants. Sizzling hot and bubbly with all your favorite toppings. Hot out of the oven in just 90 seconds.
Personal pizza fast.
Subway, eat fresh.
Now this is a deal worth walking all the way across town for. The $2.49 daily special. Every day a different delicious 6-inch Subway sub on fresh baked bread for only $2.49. Heck, just saying the price makes me hungry. Subway, eat fresh.
Budget Bathtub offers huge factory-authorized instant rebates. Every acrylic bathtub and shower replacement is rebate priced through Saturday from Budget Bathtub and can be installed in just 1 day. Plus, call right now and be entered into our Win a Free Bathroom Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary, but you must enter to win. The rebate sale is here with our lowest prices ever and savings up to 70% off the cost of remodeling. Hurry, instant rebates end Saturday. Call now. Budget Bathtub, 8888 Liners.
Chairman Ernie here for Mr. Roof. Well, with spring here, so is changing harsh weather. Here's an example of how most roofing shingles are. The strength just isn't there.
And this here is a ThunderGuard shingle system exclusive to Mr. Roof. A durable rubber blend that will last.
Wow, let's see that.
And they guarantee it with a lifetime warranty so folks can count on protection for many seasons to come.
Call 800-4-MR. Roof. Tell them Ernie and Tram sent you and get $500 off.
Right now, sweet revenge for a former country radio host winning a court fight over a fragrance.
Here at 5:30, it started with a chemical spill inside country radio station WYCD.
But when it involved a co-worker and who host Aaron Weber said wore this perfume that literally made her sick, so sick she eventually lost her job. Well, today it was sweet revenge for Weber, winning a victory in court. Rashini Rajkumar is live now with the verdict. Rashini?
Well, Carmen, a very big win. Here it is right here, a very big win as a jury awards her millions. It all started with the spill of acetone, or nail polish remover, by another employee inside Aaron Weber's radio booth at WYCD in 1999. Weber's attorney says the radio station forced her to keep working in the booth when the fumes made her sick. Plus, she developed a unique illness.
She became more susceptible to other stronger odors, such as perfume.
And that meant a strong allergic reaction to host Linda Lee's perfume. In 2001, Weber was fired for what the station says was not showing up to work on a pre-scheduled appearance. Weber sued for disability and pay discrimination. On Tuesday, a federal jury agreed with her, awarding her more than $10.5 million in back pay, future pay, and damages.
She's ecstatic that finally, after all these years and all these injuries and all these very hurtful moments, that someone, a group of people, listened to the entire situation.
Now, Erin is already on her way back to Cleveland, Ohio, where she now lives, works, and does voiceover work. She's pregnant with her second child. I tried to reach the owners of the radio station, the general manager. They have still not returned my call. Most likely, they will appeal this jury verdict. Live in Southfield, Rashini Rajkumar, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Rashini. Now to a story we tried to bring you just a few moments ago, a political flashpoint, the question of racism in Detroit city politics.
Get to Rod Maloney live in the newsroom with the latest chapter on the subject. And Rod, we had a debate here in the Channel 4 studios today.
We did indeed, Devin. You know, it's the 8-mile divide right down the middle of the mayor's race. Frank Beckman, who was a talk show host at WJR, and also Adolph Mongo, a consultant to the Kwame Kilpatrick campaign, squared off right here in this building. When Local 4 exposed the city buying distilled city water for city employees at $45,000 a year, Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick's response:
slavery is over, Devin. It is. I mean, we don't need to wait for NASA to tell us to get some water.
That remark and others made by Kilpatrick's father, Bernard, equating Kwame Kilpatrick's media coverage to the Holocaust, sent WJR talk show host Frank Beckman to write a Detroit News editorial decrying racism in the mayor's race. Well, today, Beckman and Kilpatrick campaign consultant Adolph Mongo went toe-to-toe on the racism issue.
Kwame Kilpatrick, Sharon McPhail, and Freeman Hendricks are all African-American. It's not about race. Anybody who injects race into this at this time...
It still is about race.
If you're doing that, then you're trying to divide suburbs from city, and you're saying...
Suburbs and the city is already divided. When you got a police department, and most of these cities outside can't tell the difference between a criminal or a regular citizen.
What does that have to do with the mayor's race in the city of Detroit?
Because you have one candidate that is the darling of suburbia.
Who's that?
That's Freeman Hendricks. And that's where he's getting all his money at. And everywhere I go, and you talk about somebody that live outside the city.
So you want to portray Freeman Hendricks as the suburban candidate for mayor of Detroit?
I'll say it.
That's an us versus them divide.
Beckman says 2005 Detroit does not need a Coleman Young-style campaign. Mongo believes Detroit needs 10 more Coleman Youngs.
Now, if you're saying suburbia favors that candidate, white people favor that candidate, that's your... where's the racism? It's certainly not coming from suburbia.
Oh, it's not? Yeah, y'all living in a vacuum, because I'm not. And I'm talking about Detroit being a code word for anything that's bad. And that's what we're talking about. It's black people. Detroit is a code word for black.
Mongo says Hendricks is getting a free pass from the media.
When you have mayors in Troy and Rochester Hills and Livonia, they're not talking about Detroit mayor campaigns. Well, now that we have this Detroit campaign, we're injecting the white suburbs into it. That's what I'm saying is wrong.
But Frank,
you're going to keep more people out of Detroit, Adolph, by that. You're going to keep more businesses out of Detroit.
Listen, Frank.
And this city can't afford to alienate any
But
more
Frank,
people.
what you just said is a half-truth. Because when you say they don't inject, that's not true. We got a whole ton of politicians that make that living on bashing Detroit and running against Detroit. Coleman Young has never been buried in Macomb County.
Of course, his reference there is that many in the suburbs still believe that Coleman Young is alive and his spirit runs this city. Obviously, by this exchange, you can tell this is going to be quite the mayor's race. Live in the newsroom, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Got to a boiling point yesterday on Flashpoint. Indeed, Rod, we'll continue with more on this topic coming up this coming Sunday on Flashpoint at 10 a.m. Carmen?
Well, coming up, Jeopardy's Ultimate Champion is back after avoiding the spotlight for months. Find out what Ken Jennings is saying about returning to a new crop of tough challengers. We'll be back after this.
This Local 4 Sports brought to you by Sylvan Learning Center. Call 1-800-EDUCATE today.
This is from me, Mom. Something you've always wanted. It's your report card.
This moment brought to you by Sylvan Learning Center. We begin by identifying your child's specific needs, followed by individual attention, personalized lesson plans, and progress reports for you. A summer at Sylvan can make all the difference in the fall. Don't wait. Call 1-800-EDUCATE today.
Of course I want the Kia Sedona. I like everything you're telling me about the 5-star crash safety rating, the DVD player, and the 10-year warranty. And all that cash back is pretty amazing. But I need to gesture aggressively with my hand so my wife thinks I am really working you over to make this deal. Are you with me?
Get everything you want with up to $5,000 cash back, including a $1,000 owner loyalty bonus. Visit your Metro Detroit Kia retailers. Hurry, offer ends soon.
If you like Lotto, you're going to love the Michigan Lottery's new digitally remastered Lotto, Classic Lotto 47. Now it has more ways to win and jackpots that grow and grow. 47 numbers together in one collection. Here's how to play. Just pick your 6 favorites. It's that easy. And you can win cash on 6, 5, 4, or just 3 numbers. Classic Lotto 47 is available for just one easy payment of $1. So act now. Play Classic Lotto 47 today. Only available in stores.
0.29. What does it mean? WeatherGuard has the best Energy Star rating in Michigan. 0.29 means WeatherGuard has the best windows in town. Save energy, save money. Call WeatherGuard. Now at WeatherGuard, free windows. Buy one and get the second window absolutely free. Buy one, get one free, and we pay the sales tax. It's WeatherGuard's Spring Fix-Up Sale with special savings on windows, roofing, and siding. 1-800-377-8886. Call WeatherGuard.
WeatherGuard Windows, we protect your home.
This is the Civic Value Package from Honda. And this is a gallon of regular unleaded gasoline. The Civic can get up to 38 miles on just one of these. And with a full tank, the Civic has a range of up to 500 miles. Given the rising cost of gasoline these days, we just thought you'd want to know. The remarkably efficient Civic Value Package from Honda. Now you can lease a Civic Value Package for $159 a month for well-qualified buyers.
I'm Lila Lazarus. It sounds crazy, but some researchers claim spending time in the sun could actually help prevent cancer. Is there really such a thing as a safe sun? The answer is sort of.
You know the rules. To reduce your risk of skin cancer, stay out of the sun, or be sure to use sunscreen. Well, now new research is casting a cloud on that advice. A new study finds catching a few rays may actually help fight cancer. The reason? UV rays from the sun help your body produce vitamin D, the so-called sunshine vitamin. Researchers believe vitamin D may help treat and even prevent some types of cancers. But before you head for the beach, you guessed it, there's a catch.
We all need vitamin D. However, when people hear these stories, they think that means go to the tanning booth or jump out into the sun. That's not the case.
Most people only need 10 to 15 minutes of sun a couple of times a week to reap the reward. And you probably get that already.
Going to the grocery store, going to the drugstore, activities of daily living, that's plenty of sun.
Bottom line, don't be expecting a prescription to tan anytime soon.
Any sun exposure is radiation. Ultraviolet radiation alters the cells of your skin. We need vitamin D. We don't need ultraviolet radiation.
Vitamin D is also found in foods like tuna, salmon, fortified milk. Researchers say supplements are not sufficient because most contain a less effective form of vitamin D. You can find out more information about the study at clickondetroit.com. Back to you.
All right, Lila. Well, he's back with all of his questions and answers. Ken Jennings returns to Local 4 tonight for the ultimate showdown in Jeopardy's Ultimate Tournament of Champions. Our Guy Gordon talked to the champ and to the challengers.
Even after 74 wins and more than $2.5 million in winnings, Ken Jennings is not immune to pressure.
I never really felt like all eyes were on me before, maybe rightly or wrongly. But now I sort of feel like, wow, they're dumping me right in the middle of the best players ever. I think it's going to be a whole different level of competition.
Challengers Brad Rutter and Jerome Barrett cut down 142 other former champs for the right to face Ken.
I was looking forward to see how I would do against him. But also kind of a little trepidation in having to play Ken because obviously everybody saw how good he is.
While the challengers have honed their skills over 15 weeks, Ken hasn't touched a buzzer since November. Are they more game ready?
I was sort of wondering, but I do have the advantage of
74 games.
Yeah, being guaranteed, first of all, being guaranteed to play in the final game. Plus, I had plenty of practice last year.
The jackpot, what is $2 million, Alex? But Jennings is also putting his record and legacy at stake. Would a loss make him, well, trivial?
I assume no matter what I do for the rest of my life, my tombstone will still say, you know, 74 games on Jeopardy, didn't know who H&R Block was, you know. So I don't really know if there's anything I can do at this point to change it.
Ken has become a multimedia mogul. He's got a book coming out, a trivia game on the shelves, and is collecting hefty appearance fees. It's a gravy train that will only get longer if he has the largest point total after the next 3 nights. The fun begins at 7:30 here on Local 4. I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4.
No, nothing like a night of champions, huh? You've got Jeopardy in the early part, and then the Pistons take on Shaq.
Here we go.
Big one.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for this.
I'm going to what did I tell you? I'm going to give you the prediction right here. Maybe 6. I think only 5 is what I'll say. I don't even think it'll go 6. Maybe. Well, the Pistons.
Okay.
No, I'll pick the Pistons.
How's Shaq's health?
Well, we're going to tell you about Shaq right now. The Pistons begin the Eastern Conference Finals tonight when they face the Heat in Miami. Heat favored by 4 points for tonight's game. The word is Shaquille O'Neal will play. How effective he'll be, no one knows. But Ben Wallace says he doesn't really care what Shaq's going to do.
It doesn't change anything for us.
Well, it obviously will change your preparation or...
No, it doesn't change our preparation either. It doesn't change anything. We'll approach their game the same.
And then from a mental standpoint?
It doesn't change anything. We don't know how to play one way, regardless of who's on the floor.
I think she got it. It doesn't change a thing. Doesn't change a thing, right. Game starts at 8 o'clock, which means the players will have had all afternoon to work off the nervous energy. You know who else is nervous? The Wives. Fred McLeod has more on them from Miami.
The last time the Pistons were here last month, they won, but they did it without the Wives. How are you? This time, the vetter halves are here for support. an important component to success.
If it works at home, it works here too. So.
Are you nervous?
Oh, not at all. It's
Not at
like
all?
LA all over again.
I love your confidence.
Oh yeah, have to have it. I instill that in him too.
And the players spent this afternoon, of course, resting, getting ready for the game. The wives, well, they decided to kill a little time and kill the credit cards by shopping. So could some considerable credit card plastic damage be done here?
My accountant is here. So no, Gary, there won't be any credit cards. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, no, without a doubt. We already know that. We already know that. That's a given coming into it. Like I knew Shaq was going to play, I knew the credit card was going to take a hit.
At least he's honest. No surprises with Ben today.
By the way, Jim O'Brien fired as Sixers head coach. Mo Cheeks replaces him, the former Sixers.
Oh, you know.
How about that?
All right, we'll see you back here at
Okay.
the end.
Well, he'll have better luck there than he had in Portland. All righty. Local 4 news is everywhere at 6, from Troy to Canton to East Point. We're following a breaking story at this hour, and that's a courthouse that's been evacuated because of pipe bomb scare. We'll be live on the scene.
Plus, what starts as a shopping trip ends with a father being led away in handcuffs. Wait until you see what he and his kids are accused of doing. We'll be back after this.
Local 4 anchor Guy Gordon got drunk.
I feel pretty good.
You'll see it happen.
I peel.
You'll find out the important reason why.
When you're driving, you think you're doing better.
But what you'll be talking about is what happened next. Today at 6 on Local 4. Closed captioning for today's Local 4 newscast is brought to you by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory. Call 1-800-521-7800.
And at your Chrysler and Jeep Superstores, we're out to add 1 million more with amazing deals on the award-winning Chrysler 300, named Motor Trend's 2005 Car of the Year. Now, during the Memorial Day event, qualified Daimler Chrysler employee lessees can lease a well-equipped Chrysler 300 for just $279 a month. The word is out. See your Chrysler and Jeep Superstores today.
It's here, NBC Finale Monday. First, it's Fear Factor Newlyweds from Universal Orlando. Now who's up for another slice of wedding cake? And on the Las Vegas finale, no one will be safe.
He's got a gun.
I quit.
Even the casino. Then the medium finale. This one.
Bridget?
It's close to home.
Bridget, don't walk!
The season finales of Fear Factor, Las Vegas, and Medium. All new NBC tonight.
Do you suffer from or know anyone who suffers from teenage adolescent obesity? Join the experts from Medical Weight Loss in a live chat on Tuesday, May 24th at 3 p.m. at clickondetroit.com.
Stop what you're doing and come on over to A.R. Kramer Stainmaster Flooring Center because we've got a serious sale going on. It's National Karastan Month, and there's no better time to invest in Karastan quality and elegance. Save up to 30% on Stainmaster Carpet by Karastan for beauty that lasts. Plus, make no payments and pay no interest till May 2006. Karastan's got you covered. It's National Karastan Month at A.R. Kramer Stainmaster Flooring Center on Middle Belt in Livonia, Ford Road in Canton, and Lassen Road in Howell.
Another day, another Dollar Tree, where anyone, anywhere, even
Jane,
could find some great summer stuff for just $1. You guys like pool parties?
Oh, we love pool parties.
Oh, let's dive in.
From the beach to the pool to the backyard barbecue, everything you need for summer is just $1 at Dollar Tree. Believe it.
Wow, from plain Janes to total beach babe. And it was all just $1. That's why they call it Dollar Tree.
Right now, colorful flip-flops and bucket hats are just $1 each at Dollar Tree. Believe it.
Visit clickondetroit.com's weather page with your local first weather and Doppler 4000. Powered by Farm Bureau Insurance, making your future more predictable.
Your forecast calls for the new Hyundai Santa Fe with its standard V6 engine and standard ABS and traction control. It's the winner of Strategic Vision's 2004 Total Value Award. And Hyundai's quality lets us offer America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. All for a sunny $2,000 less than a Ford Escape when comparably equipped. The Hyundai Santa Fe, starting at just $19,744. At Hyundai. Lease a 2005 Hyundai Santa Fe for only $229 a month at your local Hyundai dealer.
Quickly want to thank everybody who came out for the St. Jude's Golf Classic at Dearborn Country Club. We played in the rain today.
Did you?
Very soggy,
Good
but
for
raised
you.
a
But
lot
you're
of
a
money
real
for a
golfer,
wonderful
though.
cause. No, that's right. Tenacity is what it's like.
We had a nice weekend. One day was really nice, and the other day was kind of like today. And Chuck is here with a look at the forecast. Where are you, Chuck?
Yeah, I guess we have to talk about today, but tonight we're getting rid of most of the heavy rain, Carmen and Devin. We've got 54 degrees for a snapshot this evening in Southfield. Most everybody low to mid-50s. Watch the review of radar the past couple of hours. Big batches of rain, a little line of thunderstorms developed there, but now we're just left with a few widely scattered showers. Overnight toward morning, the temperature in the dew point will get close. They're already close, and we'll see some fog developing and the cloud deck coming down close to the ground. 52 right now in Pontiac, and we've got 53 degrees for Detroit City Airport, and lots of clouds left tonight with a few showers. Forecast then for the rest of this night calls for a nighttime low of 50. Cloudy with rain and fog, and the rain again is early on, and then it could just be drizzle. We'll be driving through a cloud that happens to be down on the ground. Daytime tomorrow, back to a high of 57. That shouldn't even be there. That's not a high. Fog early and then just clouds. As we head for Wednesday, could there be a peek at the sun? Yeah, 66. Thursday and Friday, back to some showers. This is not great news for Memorial Day weekend. Chance of rain will linger into our Saturday. Then as we head towards Sunday, we still have a chance of rain. And then toward Monday, we break back into sun. Which
that's a holiday weekend there.
Yeah, I know. I know. My grill is waiting for me.
Yeah.
Very strange prank. Yeah, I know.
All right, thank you, Chuck. Well, we're working on news stories for you for Local 4 News at 6.
Here's some of what's coming up.
Coming up next, I'm going to be hitting the bottle and then hitting the road under the guidance of the Macomb County Sheriff to show you just how easy it is to get into trouble with drinking and driving.
A recent break-in at this concession stand is ultimately stealing from all of the children who use this popular recreation area. I'm Rachel Bianco. I'll have the story new at 6.
One 80-pound animal plus one handgun equals a very strange day of shopping in Dearborn.
Freestyling. It means doing your own thing.
What I'm all about is working it out. For freestyle yoke is my shout out.
Freestyle gives you real flexibility. There's room, comfort, and style, too.
Versatility, yo. That is the key. Freestyle lets you be who you want to be.
AZD customers can use the all-wheel drive Freestyle for $253 a month with $21.23 due at signing.
Kick it, guys.
When you're thinking about first, you better think four. Shallow and Freestyle get you right on board.
New citrus splash and cinnamon ice scope. Very fresh breath. Also in Crest Whitening Plus Scope toothpaste.
At First Alliance, we make it possible.
I was looking to refinance, but since my credit score was less than perfect, banks and some of the large mortgage companies didn't want to deal with me. It made me feel like my situation was impossible. Then a friend told me about First Alliance. They're experts in dealing with less than perfect credit. They lowered my house payment, and to top it off, they didn't even take an application fee. They were large enough to get it done, but small enough to care.
Hi, I'm David Bladd. We made it possible for Sean. We can make it possible for you.
It's easy to find carpet with the look and feel you want. Just call Empire today. We'll bring a great selection of quality brand name carpets you can choose right at home, where it's easier to compare all the colors and textures and find what best matches your rooms. You even save with warehouse direct prices. Plus, no payments for 1 year. And we install next day.
It's easy to save on quality carpet when you shop at home with Empire today.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
The Bernstein Advantage. Thousands of clients collecting millions of dollars.
My settlement, $250,000.
Our family received a $2.8 million settlement.
My son got $300,000.
My settlement was $3 million.
My settlement, $800,000.
My settlement, $1.1 million.
Take advantage of the Bernstein Advantage. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Take advantage of the Bernstein Advantage.
It worked for us.
Diamonds, GIA, and EGL certified. The Jewelry Factory has thousands and all at low, low prices. Compare the majors I-1 1 carat for $4,900 with our SI quality for $2,900. Buy direct, the Jewelry Factory in Livonia.
Breaking news right now. If you're just joining us, we're following a pipe bomb scare in East Point. The courthouse has been evacuated. Our Robin Simmons is live in the newsroom now to bring us up to date. Robin?
Well, this all started at 9 Mile and Kelly. A gentleman saw what he thought was a pipe bomb, and instead of calling authorities, he decided to load it up in the back of his pickup truck. and drive it to East Point Police. Sky 4 is live above the scene at 9 Mile and Gratiot, where traffic has been shut down. People and businesses have been told to stay put. The Michigan State Police bomb squad is on the way, but you see the pickup there from Sky 4, that pipe bomb, or what is thought to be a pipe bomb. That device is in the bed of that pickup truck. Now, of course, Michigan State Police want you to know, all police authorities want you to know, if you find a suspicious device, do not take matters into your own hands. Call the authorities. This person parked the truck in front of the courthouse because this is the municipal building area in East Point. So again, quite a situation there in East Point. This person brought what they thought was a suspicious device to the police station instead of calling authorities. Michigan State Police are on the way with bomb squad to try to defuse the situation. If you have anyone who has work at a business in that area, they will be late. 9 Mile at Gratiot is shut down until the situation can be contained. Of course, we have a crew on the way, and we will have more in a bit. For now, live in the newsroom, Robin Simmons, Local 4.
Also following a developing story from Canton Township right now. Sky 4 is over Ford Road between Haggerty and Lilly Roads. Traffic is once again moving on that busy stretch of roadway, but it was shut down completely for a couple of hours because a contractor hit a gas line. Repairs have been made. Rush hour traffic once again moving. We wanted to update you on that again. Ford Road in Canton Township, just in time for the later part of the afternoon commute. It was quite a scene at Somerset in Troy today. Police say they arrested a man who was shoplifting with his kids in tow. Roger Weber is live in Troy with more on how it all became a family affair. Roger?
Well, the kids, 9 and 11, a boy and a girl, who jumped on security guards when they tried to stop their dad. This happened Saturday at the Marshall Fields when security noticed the 56-year-old man had an empty bag. He and the kids filled it with 3 items: underwear, licorice, and a woman's shirt. A scuffle broke out as the guards walked the man back to the loss prevention office. The kids jumped on the guards. In fact, the 9-year-old jumped on the back of one of the guards and grabbed him around the neck. Some of the guards had a few cuts, so the dad was charged with assault and battery as well as retail fraud. Police are not sure of the exact roles of that little boy and little girl, but they're going to have Child Protective Services review this case. Reporting live in Troy, I'm Roger Weber, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Roger. Well, shoppers didn't bargain for this. A man opens fire at a busy mall parking lot, hitting a dog. Our Mara McDonald is live in Dearborn, where this all went down. Mara, did we know why he shot the dog?
Well, Carmen, he says that he felt threatened by the animal. Let me set it up for you. You have a 46-year-old man who's shopping here in the strip mall. He's near the Pier 1, comes outside, and sees an 80-pound Rottweiler mixed dog. He says he feels the animal is going to attack him, so he pulls out a handgun and shoots it right in the neck. Now, the dog survives, but here's the rub. No one else who was out here says the animal was even remotely threatening. Turns out his owner lives just a couple blocks away, says the animal had somehow gotten out of the yard. He had already called animal control and was looking for some help when the call came in that the shot was fired and that the animal was hit. So tonight, as we speak, the animal is at the vet getting fixed up. He has a big hole in his neck, and this 46-year-old man is in a heap of trouble, but not for what you might expect. He had a concealed weapons permit. He was allowed to carry that gun, but he could be charged with firing it and hitting that animal. We're live in Dearborn. Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Well, thank you, Mara. Also, new charges tonight in a firebombing that killed 2 children in an Eastside Detroit home. 18-year-old Latoya Colford is charged with murder and attempted murder. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Nixon, was charged Sunday with throwing the firebomb into the home, killing 10-year-old Rayland McCulley and his 18-month-old half-sister, Tamia Vaughn. The mother of the 2 young victims is still struggling to cope.
It's not getting better for me. Like everybody said, it gets better, but I don't know when. It seems like it's never going to get better.
Rescue Corps has been working with Alternatives for Girls in Detroit to provide clothing and household goods to the survivors of that fire. You can learn how you can help by logging onto our website at clickondetroit.com.
Stranger danger has a local community on alert tonight, and neighbors are ready to fight back. Several kids in the area have been approached. Parents say they are not taking any chances. Paula Tutman is live in Dearborn Heights with more. Paula?
Devin, there is such a sense of fear with parents here in this community. The superintendent told me one parent actually called her and asked if her child could be allowed to carry mace to school. That's when the superintendent decided it was time to be proactive to return a sense of, well, safety. At 3 o'clock this afternoon in the soaking rain, parents started lining up at Polk Elementary School in Dearborn Heights to pick up their children.
I see quite a few more dads. I mean, you know, you see usually the regulars that pick the kids up, but you see quite a bit more now.
Since early April, there have been numerous reports of a man supposedly trying to entice children. Just last week, a man stopped to ask for directions, but it sent parents into a near panic.
Even my daughter here, she can't even go jogging around the park or anything because I'm afraid, what if he's at the park?
A composite is posted on storefront windows. The safety patrols are on the corners, but parents are patrolling them from across the street. School administrators want the sense of security to return to this tiny community. School ends on the 17th, so the clock is ticking to get a Safe House program up and running before kids hit the front yards and playgrounds during summer break.
There'll be a decal that'll be placed in a front window, and that child, if they feel frightened or they've been approached by someone, can run to that house, and that individual will just call the police.
Applications are being taken for households to be screened by police. Then, one house per block will get the Safe House decal that tells children if they're approached or in trouble, that's the place to run to. Okay, so this is the goal. The superintendent wants to have police clearing applications within the next 2 weeks so they can get those decals in the window before school even lets out. Reporting live, Paula Tupman, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Paula. Michigan State Police are still sorting out the stories in a weekend road rage incident that resulted in several people injured. 2 vehicles heading east on I-696 were involved. They both pulled to the shoulder at Inkster Road, and that's where the fight broke out. 2 men from Croswell fought with 5 men from Dearborn Heights. 2 were injured before state police were able to break it up. Investigators are working to determine who might face charges in this case. Well, he's the stepbrother of Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick, and he was arrested Sunday for speeding in Independence Township. Now, this is a story you may have seen first on 4. Johnson and his name reportedly dropped the mayor's name while he was in custody. A Kilpatrick family member posted bond for Johnson, and he was released.
Police in Westland are looking for a crook who has been repeatedly robbing a concession stand. If that doesn't sound like much, well, keep in mind this concession stand helps raise a lot of money for a lot of local projects. Our Rachel Bianco is live with more on the pain that's been caused by these crimes. Rachel?
Devin, the thieves trashed the inside of the concession area, and they made off with a lot more than just candy and cash. They ultimately are stealing from all of the children who use this park. The door to the concession stand is double locked. Extra security put in place after past break-ins. This time it appears thieves got in through an unlocked window. Once inside, they ransacked the store, stealing $250 in cash and snacks valued at about the same price. Whomever's responsible isn't just ripping off the vendor, they're stealing from all of the children who use Central City Park.
Our kids today need all the resources they can, and if we have other people stealing from them, it's a shame.
A shame, since approximately 10% of the money made in concessions goes right back into the children's recreation program.
I've been involved in Westland youth athletics for 15 years, and I've never heard of anything like this.
I'm very brave to do it, and it's very wrong.
Brave because the concession stand sits right next to the police department. This is the first time this season thieves hit. The city is now taking steps to make sure next time they strike out.
That's one of the things that we are looking at doing, putting some lighting out here, some motion detectors. We met with Deputy Chief Mark Stobie. He's going to bring out some police to monitor it. It's not like this is an everyday occurrence.
Last summer alone, they raised about $800 for all of the children's programs. That is money they can't afford to lose, especially to thieves. Reporting live in Westland, Rachel Bianco, Local 4. Fast power down.
Everywhere tonight, and that means being with our own Guy Gordon, as you haven't seen him before.
Watch as it happens, why he's getting so intoxicated, and what happens next. Don't miss it.
I'm Chuck Gatica. 4 live radar shows again that we've still got a few widely scattered showers, but the thunderstorms are out of our hair. What's next and what's coming for the Memorial Day weekend? We'll have the latest coming up.
Closed captioning for today's Local 4 newscast is brought to you by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory. Call 1-800-521-7800.
A lucky Wheel Watchers Club member could win a trip to paradise at the Four Seasons Resort in Maui this week on Wheel.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 only on Local 4.
That's a gimme, right, guys?
That's not a gimme.
That's not a gimme?
I think you should putt it.
You want me to putt it? It's a gimme.
Not a gimme.
Putt the gimme. I'm putting the gimme. Now that's a gimme.
At least you can count on the Toro Time Cutter Z mower, the most amazingly maneuverable Toro ever.
People all over are waking up to a new kind of performance sedan. This is the first ever Pontiac G6, and things are a lot different in here. Lease Pull Ahead is back, and during Pontiac's Hot Button, GM employees and eligible family members can use your bonus cash for a great lease value on the first ever G6. Hurry, lease offer ends May 31st.
Need a meal that's really hearty, Mr. Pita? For your kid's birthday party, Mr. Pita? For any type of meeting with a caterer, you're needing Mr. Pita.
Now get 10% off Mr. Pita Pita Platters.
Let's update you on the breaking story we've been following for the last hour or so, and that is the discovery of a pipe bomb, what they believe may be a pipe bomb, in East Point, in the area of 9 Mile and Gratiot. We had told you that the state police have been sending in the bomb squad, and there you see they have arrived. They'll be looking over this device that a gentleman drove to police in the back of his pickup truck, not the advised way of alerting police to this kind of situation.
You know, Devin, it didn't result in any injuries, but they did have to evacuate the courthouse. But again, they don't feel that this is really a threatening situation for anyone. But again, you can see that the bomb squad is on the scene at 9 Mile and Kelly Road in East Point, and we'll keep you updated on that situation as further developments required. Well, we've got other stories making news right now. Police in Westland are searching for the man who robbed a fast food restaurant at gunpoint early this morning.
Gunman confronted an employee outside the Burger King at Middle Belt and Ann Arbor Trail. Police say he forced the employee inside and then herded all 4 employees into a walk-in freezer. Gunman made off with money, but no one was injured in the robbery. The cameras are rolling as it happens. Local 4's Guy Gordon having too much to drink.
Local 4 anchor Guy Gordon got drunk.
I feel pretty good.
You'll see it happen.
I peel.
You'll find out the important reason why.
When you're driving, you think you're doing better.
But what you'll be talking about is what happened next. Today at 6 on Local 4.
Every Thursday at 5:50, it's Gaetaca's Garden. Learn the hows and whys of gardening. Brought to you by Bordine Nursery, the plant place. It's a beautiful place to be. In Rochester Hills, Clarkston, Grand Blanc, and Brighton. Visit thenewbordine.com today.
My wife works hard. The kids are 10, 6, and 3. Our life together gets a little crazy. So I called Applebee's like I've done before. They brought our favorite foods out to my car door.
With Applebee's Carside to Go, you call it in, we bring it out.
Now my wife runs to meet me just as fast as she can, 'cause there's something women like about a pickup man.
Applebee's Carside to Go. It's not fast food, it's Applebee's food fast.
Book Clint's new nonstop flights to Tampa on AirTran Airways. New Boeing 717 jet starting at just $117 one way. You can get there from here.
She was a great mom. She was a great wife.
We found out the 22nd and she passed away on the 23rd. I love her and I miss her a lot. The doctor said there is nothing wrong.
On the next Jeopardy! One of these players will win $2 million in our ultimate Tournament of Champions.
Jeopardy weeknights at 7:30 only on Local 4.
Your medical weight loss, it's a shame for things to come.
I'm going on vacation. I got to buy all new clothes. I'm going to Florida, and I have a bikini, and I'm wearing it.
This year, I'm going to buy a skimpy bathing suit with hot colors.
Ever since I lost the weight, I keep buying bathing suits. I have about 50 of them.
Call Medical Weight Loss today and get the entire month of June absolutely free. Call 1-800-GET-SLIM now.
On Tuesdays from noon till midnight at Motor City Casino, play Mini Baccarat Money Madness. Between now and June 7th, you could win random cash bonuses between $300 and $500.
It happened in an instant, and a family and a community are still reeling from the devastating drunk driving crash that killed Judith Weinstein and her 2 children. The story touched people all over Metro Detroit. And it refocused our attention to the senselessness of drunk driving accidents. For that reason, we decided to do something we've never done before. We decided to have an anchor you know very well, under strict supervision, drink beyond the legal limit to show you the effects alcohol can have. And the hope is that our demonstration can make a difference and maybe even save lives. Guy Gordon is live in Farmington Hills with more. Guy?
Devin, we're at the scene of the crash. Prosecutors would call it the scene of the crime. And as you can see, the victims of this still thought of even today with this little shrine. Now, for the record, I am a social drinker. Mixed drinks, average tolerance. I know when to quit. But for the purposes of this exercise, I did not.
Okay, I don't remember doing this. In fact, I've lost most of this day, a day which ended in the emergency room.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But at the time, I felt in control, and my confidence improved with each shot of rum, while my judgment and motor control deteriorated. To be frank, I feel like a complete jerk when I watch this, but in my embarrassment, I hope there's a life-saving lesson. With Macomb General ER Dr. Glenn DeLong attending, and under the supervision of Macomb County Sheriff Mark Hackle, we set up a simple road course in a deserted parking lot.
All right, that was stone cold sober. Now let's bring alcohol into the mix.
2 ounces of rum, and after only 15 minutes, the breathalyzer registers it in my blood, 0.018, about 1/4 of the way to legal intoxication. But my driving is unaffected. After the second drink, I've got a warm glow going. And if I was at a party, because my wife and I have an arrangement, I'd hand her the keys. I know I'm impaired, and my driving begins to show it.
Yeah, by golly, I did knock one over.
Shots 3, 4, and 5 follow over 45 minutes. The effect in my blood, however, is delayed. I'm impaired, but not intoxicated at 0.07. And even though I'm creeping through this well-practiced course, I'm beginning to lose it.
I felt better than I did in trips number 1 and 2. What scares the hell out of me is the fact that I know I can probably go so-dos, and I get 1 cone, and that could have been somebody's child.
Time is my enemy. Even if I don't touch the bottle again, my body and brain are still drinking in the alcohol I consumed over an hour ago.
What seems like not much in a short period of time, hour or two later, they really don't have an appreciation for how intoxicated they are.
A few minutes later, the breathalyzer convicts me of drunk driving. After drink 6 and 7.
In a minute or two till 2 today, and a minute or two till 2, I think distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. I think, oh man, I knew I was in trouble there.
I can't talk. 8 and 9, I can't walk. But I think I'm Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Damn, I'm good. Only 1 down? Uh-oh. I think I hit somebody.
No, you fool. You hit 3 somebody.
How many cones were down?
There were a couple cones on the first track.
Were there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I didn't think there were. And that's the illusion. I thought I was just freaking great.
And the difference is, too, it's a very simple course. In other words, it's a controlled course. You've been through it a few times, but you have an idea what to expect.
Yeah. We end the exercise with my blood alcohol twice the legal limit. I think in a few hours, I'll be okay.
How bad was I?
My wife, Gail, has helped me fill the gaping holes in my memory. When I arrived home, I was violently ill. I could not stand.
And the color of your face was so gray that I got very worried.
We went to the hospital. My stomach was empty. It had been more than an hour since my last drink, and yet I was getting worse by the minute. They gave me anti-nausea medication and IV fluids. I was shivering uncontrollably.
You had different bouts of sobbing. You were very upset and in tears over it.
Because I thought I'd driven well.
You'd driven very well, supposedly, according to you, not according to everybody else.
ER doctors estimated my blood alcohol at its peak was 0.24, 3 times the legal limit. When I was discharged 6 hours after my last drink, I was still 2 times the legal limit.
I got to tell you, it took about 3 days for me to feel normal. The worst part for me wasn't the sickness. It was the fact that my kids saw me in my driveway when I was at my worst, when I was alcohol poisoned. The best part, they were disgusted with what alcohol can do to me. They were angry. My wife later explained why I was in that condition. But we know now that they got the message, and for that reason only, I would do it all over again. My wife and I will sleep a little easier. One thing I want you to do this Memorial Day weekend, remember the wine theme. Also remember the lesson that I learned, and then have a very happy, fun, but safe Memorial Day weekend. Devin, Carmen, back to you.
Amazing guy to point out that the guy who caused this accident, according to police, was twice as drunk as you were, if you can imagine getting that far. But now my hunch is you thought you knew how this was all going to go. What did you learn from all this?
You know what I learned is if you wait to give up the keys to when you feel you crossed the line, chances are you've already crossed the line and you're going to be in trouble. Yeah. The best thing to do, have a designated driver. Take the guesswork out, take the doubt out. It's the only way to be reliably safe.
Far before you get the decision time. Yep. All right, Guy, thanks very much.
Oh, thank you.
It took a lot of courage for him, and we want to thank him for doing that. And we want to, should we thank Chuck?
Oh, for Saturday, maybe, huh? Maybe not for all the weekend days.
But the grass is enjoying it.
Yeah, just wait till you have to mow it. Take a look at where we are outside right now. Yeah, right. Outside what we've got, cloudy skies, 53. We still have lots of raindrops in places, but it's all light stuff. 53 with 93% relative humidity. Barometer is rising. Wind is out of the northeast at 10, so there's actually a little bit of a wind chill, I guess. 62 and 52 for the spread. 46/100ths of an inch of rainfall today, and on average it's supposed to be 73. Here's radar from the past couple of hours. The big area of water coming on through. Had a few thunderstorms contained within as well, but for the most part now, even though we've got gray sky, just a few little light showers as this stuff is rotated to the south. So what have we got temperature-wise? Where we've been for about an hour. 53 at Metro, same thing for Pontiac. 55 from Monroe, the garden spot. Snapshot tonight of Royal Oak shows about 53 degrees, but we keep the ominous-looking clouds. They look more threatening than they are. We could see a few widely scattered showers, but no big thing. So overnight toward morning, upper 40s to near 50, some dense fog in places, as well as low clouds by noon tomorrow, about where we are now, and maybe 57 or so for a high. Forecast for the rest of the night calls for a low temp tonight of 50, cloudy with a little rain early. It's all scattered, and then the fog. Daytime tomorrow, high temperature, mid to upper 50s. That's all we get. Clouds after the dense fog in the morning. Next couple of days, we keep mostly cloudy on Wednesday. We head for a chance of a shower Thursday, increasing chance of rain Friday and Saturday. And then as we head for Sunday, we probably keep clouds, and then Monday break back into some sunshine, which is good news there, so we don't get the whole weekend to follow the past several years of trends for Memorial Day.
Can't wait for all those pools to open.
Yeah,
right. All right.
Well, we've got some new information into Local 4. Will Shaquille O'Neal play against the Pistons tonight? Bernie's coming up with that story.
Also, a fan hauled away in handcuffs. You want to stick around to see what he did to deserve this in just a minute.
Local 4 weather brought to you by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory.
Putting off buying new replacement windows? Wallside says, do it now. And don't pay anything till June 2006. No down payment, no payments, no interest. Do it now. Every window's on sale, like Wallside's double-hung tilt-ins from as low as $189. Install. Do it now. And get 5-foot patio door walls from as low as $699. And take $150 off custom bays or bows. Hurry, offer ends Monday, May 23rd. Don't wait to call Wallside. Do it now. 1-800-521-7800.
Hi, Mike Goff here for Save on Everything. I'm here with Steve, a manager at one of Bell Tire's 75 busy locations. And if you're looking for a great deal on tires, then you need to see Bell Tire's ad in this month's save. You'll save $20 when you buy tires or wheels. Buy both and save $50. And right now, save $10 on a state-of-the-art computerized wheel alignment. You can find Bell Tire inside Save, and you can find Save inside your mailbox.
When you want health coverage, you want it to cover you wherever you go. Plus, the ability to choose a doctor close to home. With choices big enough for worldwide conglomerates. Plus flexibility for groups as small as 2. Introducing Michigan's newest line of health coverage products, all powered by HAP. Visit HAP.org to get powered by HAP.
Get the power!
First Alliance, we make it possible.
I had a low credit score. Refinancing my home seemed impossible. In fact, some large mortgage companies told me my situation was impossible. First Alliance got me refinanced. I guess you could say they made the impossible possible. They lowered my payment and helped me pay down credit cards. Refinancing with First Alliance saved me thousands. First Alliance was large enough to get it done, but small enough to care.
Hi, I'm David Blatt. We made it possible for Cassandra, and we can make it possible for you.
Hyundai Sonata clearance is here.
And this is your last chance to save big on the 2005 Hyundai Sonata, one of the most reliable cars in America. Right now, get up to $2,500 cash back or 0% APR for 60 months. And that's on top of Hyundai's award-winning quality backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. So don't let these Sonata deals pass you by. Hurry to Hyundai Sonata clearance going on right now at Hyundai. Get a 2005 Hyundai Sonata with up to $2,500 cash back or 0% APR.
How long have you been here? 3, 4 hours? This is you. This has got to be you. Say it. Say it.
Emily.
Bingo.
Haynes.
Ooh, tough break. There's got to be a better way. Oakwood, designed around you.
Well, we won't have to wonder much
Tell me
longer.
right there.
I'm not going to. I said
no.
bring it on.
Bring it on.
that.
What did I write?
Bring it on.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, well, they're going to bring it on tonight. Bring on Shaq. Make sure he's healthy. The Pistons say they want no excuses for the Eastern Conference Finals that start tonight in Miami, 8 o'clock. Heat favored by 4. Chauncey Billups says experience is what will pay off now.
It is good that we've been here before, you know what I mean? Because, you know, like all this media, none of this stuff is new to us, really, you know what I mean? So this is all what we thought it would be.
So this is the easy part?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. This is definitely the easy part. Just talking and, you know, and being here for you all.
The big question is Shaquille O'Neal and that bruised thigh. He has rested for 2 weeks. Pistons are expecting him to be there. Standing by live in Miami with more on Game 1 is our own Freddie McLeod. Freddie, what are you hearing on Shaq?
Yeah, I think he's going to play, Bernie, but the question is, a lot of experts don't think he's going to be able to go that long and be near 100%. We shall see. But if we're all waiting to see how long it's going to take for things to get hot and heavy, consider the fact that Alonzo Mourning has fired the first salvo in talking about the Pistons.
It's a good team. They're the defending champions, you know, but they can be beat. They've shown their vulnerabilities. They're not invincible. They're not the Chicago Bulls. You know, I mean, they can be beat.
Bulls was beatable, too, so, you know, ain't no team invincible, you know. It's just a matter who wanted the most, so, you know, enough of all that hoopla.
The Pistons come here knowing they are the national underdog.
I believe that some people still don't believe that we actually won. A lot of people still believe that the Lakers lost. You know, but I think that, you know, we got to ring the show up. You know, that's the great thing about it.
That's for sure, and the Pistons hope all those disbelievers keep disbelieving, maybe until about the 3rd week of June. Bernie, back to you. We'll be live at 11, of course.
Of course. We'll see you at 11. That's what I was going to say. Thanks, Fred. Baseball. Of course. Thank you. So, Mr. Reiterate, Tigers off tonight. They'll play the Yankees in New York tomorrow night. And finally, a fan jumped the railing and decided to run onto the field at Dodger Stadium over the weekend. Keep in mind, Los Angeles hasn't had pro football since 1995 as you watch this video arcade.
And he is tackled out near the 35-yard line. The closest they've come to a football tackle professionally in this town in quite some time.
Yes, it is. They were cheering. They want a football team now after that.
I believe that city doesn't have fun.
Yeah, we gotta go.
This Local First Sports brought to you by Wayne County Community College District.
I came to Wayne County Community College because I felt like it was a very safe and beautiful campus.
And it's close to my children's school, and I'm getting a great education. I almost feel home.
I found classes that, you know, I can take in the morning when I need to.
I'm in the liberal arts program.
My major is fine arts.
I love the diversity.
First time I walked into the new bookstore, I thought, wow.
I just love it here.
Progress has been made. Promises have been kept. Experience the new Wayne County Community College District. It's where learning leads to a better life.
Studying's a good word.
Sensual, passionate, finicky, not missing the details.
Playful?
Surprising.
Definitely eclectic.
Contemporary, a touch of artiste.
Fabulous.
Solid.
Rugged.
Simple, open, uncomplicated.
Colorful.
Unique, original.
Beautiful inside and out.
Anderson Windows. Long live the home.
Dad?
We're right here, bud.
I know. I think he's missing his night light.
How's that?
Wow.
Simple moments become treasured memories, yours to discover in Ohio.
Night, Mom.
Good night, sweetie.
Hi, I'm Tamara Stone, head designer for House of Blinds and Drapery. And now, carpet. That's right. House of Blinds and Drapery announces the grand opening of Shop & Home Carpet. So now you can buy one room of blinds, drapery, and carpeting and get a second whole room free. Or buy one of anything and get the next room free. Plus, take 1 year to pay. So call 1-800-4BLINDS to Shop & Home free. House of Blinds and Drapery. And now, carpet.
Nobody does it better.
Nobody.
I've saved thousands per year by going with Rock Financial.
Refinancing with Rock, we save about $4,000 a year.
The great thing about the Smart 30 is the cash flow savings. So on a $200,000 loan, your typical payment on a normal loan is about $1,300. On the Smart 30, it's less than $1,000. So you're talking about almost $4,000 a year in extra cash flow.
I was very happy with the money that I saved, just like anyone else would be.
800-333-ROCK.
Well, it's about that time. We better say goodnight. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News at 6.
The latest on the Pistons tonight. Bernie says Pistons in 5?
Maybe 6.
Maybe 6.
Maybe.
Somewhere in there. Have a great night. NBC Nightly News.
John Cameron Crazy.
Red Huntley. David John Shannon.